I am back with an update on my pregnancy. So the last video I made, it was entitled 14 weeks. So now I was 14 weeks pregnant, but I was actually 17 weeks in that video. So today, which is September 25th, I'm actually 20 weeks today exactly. So I had my anatomy scan yesterday, which was September 24th, obviously, and I got some good news, and then on the other hand, I got some not so good news. I wouldn't say bad news, but like I said, it's not so good news. So depending upon how you want to take it. But so I did the anatomy scan. Well, so first let me say, okay, so update from 3 weeks ago, which is when I filmed my last video. Nothing has really changed. Still no sickness. Like, this has been the most easiest pregnancy that I can't say that I've ever had because this is my first pregnancy, but so far it's been smooth sailing. Like, I have no issues, no problems, I have no complaints. The only downfall that I could say is me with because I get a lot of round ligament pain in my, so like if I stand too long, mainly if I stand too long or if I'm moving around too much, I get pains. They call it thunder crotch. So I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video, but I do get the round ligament pains. So that's, you know, just, it can get annoying, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, we're like literally like lightning bolts striking in your vagina, and you feel it. Sometimes it can, you know, it happens randomly, but sometimes it can last for about 2-3 minutes, sometimes longer. Besides that, I also get backaches. So those are the two things that really is like really frustrating for me, because I'm just like, ugh. Like I said, it can get real annoying. So other than that, I really haven't had any issues. Baby has been kicking me like crazy. And it's not bad. Like, I don't get woken up out my sleep from kicks and stuff. It's just, I just feel kicks, you know. I can just feel them all at the bottom of my stomach, because he is head down. So I feel it all at the bottom of my stomach, and then sometimes I feel it at the top. Sometimes on the left side, sometimes on the right side. So I think he's more so punching than kicking. And I keep saying he because it is official. I am having a boy, so I'm excited about that. I wanted a boy, I'm getting a boy. So thank you, Jesus, for that. Like I said, I did my anatomy scan, so I'll go ahead and show you guys my ultrasound pictures. So this first one is a profile view of the baby. As you can see, the next one is the baby is actually looking at you. So you can see the eyes, you can see the shape of the face, you can a little bit see the nose, you can see the mouth, you can see the chin. So the baby's looking directly at you in this picture. As you can see. And then why the doctor gave me so many pictures of that one picture, I have no clue. But she gave me so many of the same one. So then here is the left foot. This one shows the left foot. As you can see, that's the thumb, and then the toes, and then the foot right there. So that is the foot. There's one with the right foot, but you can't really see it. You can't really tell that it's a foot. I'll go ahead and show you anyways, but I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm looking at on this one. She didn't take very good pictures. But supposedly this is the right foot, so yeah. Same thing. These two pictures are the same. This one, these two are the same, so I'll just show you this one. Yeah, she was a really bad picture taker. So there you see, it's a boy. So you have the little ball sack right there. So it's a boy. So I'm super excited that I'm having a boy. Like I said, my family is full of girls, so we've been waiting for boys, for a boy to come, and I am finally having a boy. So this baby is going to be super spoiled, like absolutely spoiled, and I can't wait to spoil him. My mom can't wait, my family can't wait, so it's just going to be on from here. So that's the good stuff. So, oh, they said, so during the anatomy scan, they did say that the baby looks fine, everything looks healthy, everything looked like it's going as is, so I'm grateful for that. And by the way, you guys, this is I went and got me some fresh fruit juice. Instead of me juicing it myself at home, I went to a place that actually does it, and so this is like apples and parsley and kale, a whole cucumber. I want to say it might be some pineapples in it. I'm not sure, but it's a green juice. It's really good. I like it, you know, depending upon the person, because some people don't like the taste of kale and spinach and all that. I do. It doesn't bother me, so I love these drinks. So yeah, I've been getting me a smoothie every single day, because with the whole cucumber in it, today's my first day getting the juice, and I think I might just stick with the juices instead of the smoothies. But yeah, I've been getting smoothies and juices every day with a whole cucumber in it, because the cucumber helps actually lower blood sugar and blood pressure. I'm not so much concerned about my glucose, well, my sugar, because I passed my glucose. Oh, I did have that. So I did pass my glucose test. So I took my glucose test 2 weeks ago. I took it, so I went in, I had seen the baby on a Doppler, and well, not seen the baby on a Doppler, I heard the baby's heartbeat for the first time on a Doppler. And then after, I went and did some blood work, and then I also have to do a urine sample. And if you guys are with Kaiser, I don't know how other hospitals operate, but with Kaiser, when you take your first urine test, when you find out, like when I found out I was pregnant, the first day, they told me to take a urine test. And when I took it, my test came back negative for positive for THC, which for those of you who don't know, THC is weed. So I don't smoke, but I will do some, I will eat an edible here and there. So I had an edible the day before I found out I was pregnant. So I had went to the doctor's maybe 2-3 days after I found out. So I took the urine test, so it came back positive. So if you're at, if you have Kaiser, then anytime if you test if you at any point that you take a urine test and you test positive, you have to take a urine test every single time you go to the doctor's. So no matter what, when I go to the doctor's, not when I went to go get my anatomy scan, but like if I'm seeing like my actual OBGYN, they are going to ask me to give a urine sample. Obviously now they're coming back negative, but just because of that first one being positive, I'm set to have to give a urine sample every time. And they're definitely going to test me when I give birth to make sure I have nothing in my system when I give birth to baby. So yeah, I did that, and then I just took my glucose test and I passed it. So as of right now, like I said, everything's fine. Don't have gestational diabetes or anything like that. I will have to go back to do another one, I think close to 28 weeks they said. So I have to do that then, but as of right now, I'm in the clear. My blood pressure had went down. It was the first time it was 141 or 142 over like 80, 90 or something. And then the second, when I just went 2 weeks ago, it was 131. I had lost 7 pounds. Since then, I've lost 4 more pounds, because originally I lost 10 pounds, then I gained 4 pounds back. Now I've lost those 4 pounds, and I've lost an additional pound. So I lost 5 pounds actually. So in total, I've lost 11 pounds, which is good, because like I said, I'm doing it to help lower my blood sugar, as well as, you know, they keep you on a schedule of how much weight they want you to gain while you're pregnant, and they look at your pre-weight and all that and stuff. So I'm actually now on track, since I've lost the weight, on the schedule that they want me on. Before I was off the scale. So so this is good that I'm losing the weight in 2 ways, as far as being on track of how much weight I'm gaining and my blood pressure. So now fast forward back to yesterday. So they said baby was fine, which is good. So I was happy about that. But when they measured my cervix, they said that I guess the normal cervix is supposed to be in between measuring 3 to 5 or something like that, and mine's just measuring 2. So I go back. I'm scheduled to go to 2 doctor's appointments next week. So Tuesday, because today's Wednesday the 25th. So Tuesday the 1st. Let me see, where's my phone? Oh, I'm recording on my phone. So Tuesday, which is either the 1st or the 2nd. No, the 2nd. No, the 1st. It might be the 1st. I don't know. Whatever that date is, Tuesday, next Tuesday, October something. The first one, I have a 30-minute session with the same doctor that did my anatomy scan. As well, and then the next day, which I guess she's gonna recheck my cervix to see how it is and how it's doing. So, and then the next day, they want me to go to a different city, and they want me to go to the specialist that specializes in preterm labor, and I guess they're gonna check me, and if I measure anything below 2, then the doctor said for sure they are going to start me on progesterone tablets, I guess, that you insert vaginally, which may be TMI, but hey, this is what comes with pregnancy. So they said they'll start me with that, and then we'll go from there. So as of right now, I'm scheduled for I got my next appointment is in about 6 days, and I'm scheduled to go back to go get some more measurement done, and for them to look at my cervix again. In the meantime, they're telling me, to take it light, not to really be on my feet, not to really, just be lifting, just kind of just be, trying to stay off my feet as much as possible and stuff like that. So that's what I've been trying to do, trying to make sure that, I'm doing everything that they're telling me to do. If I have any type of pains or anything like that, they definitely want me to come in. They don't want me to wait or just sit there and try to, deal with it. They want me to come in because I could possibly be having, they don't want me to go into labor, because once I start labor, there's nothing they can do. So as long as they can stop it before anything starts to happen, then I have a greater chance of keeping my baby and making sure that we can try to get him to as, cooking and baking up to 40 weeks as much as possible, if not going to 40 weeks. So that's, I'm just kind of bummed because, I'm already dealing with my blood pressure and my weight and stuff and all that. So now this is like one more added thing that's added on to the list that I gotta, worry about. So I'm being positive. I'm praying, I have faith. So, I'm not going to think the worst, because they did say that that there's a lot of people who have short cervix and they still carry the preterm, not preterm, to full term. And, so just because you have it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to have your baby early. But then there's also that possibility that I might. So as long as my baby can get to, as long as this baby can get to at least 27 weeks or plus, I'm just like, I want to keep him in as long as possible, but at least get him to a state, a time point where he's able, if he does come, he's able to survive. So that's all, that's what my prayers is for, just to have a healthy baby, and that we can keep him in as long as possible. So I'm supposed to be in the process of moving. I got stuff all over the place, but because I'm working, and the way is the distance of me that I have to travel and stuff and all that, I just try I just go to work, and when I come home, I normally just go ahead and lay down, get in the bed or whatever, kick my feet up, and don't really do too much. So I'm just gonna wait till the weekend to finish doing any packing and stuff, so that way I'm not putting too much stress on the baby or on my on myself. So that's just pretty much it. So I think that's the whole update that I can tell you guys that's been going on and that I've been dealing with for the last 3 weeks. Yeah, everything that's happened from 3 weeks ago up until now. So I guess I will show you guys my belly, and I will see you guys in the next video.